This was a topic that I wasn't really going to speak on publicly because typically when things are just like between me and somebody else, I just leave it between us two. But I seen that he had spoken on it publicly, so for that reason, I just wanted to address it. And this is a little bit old by now, but I've been off YouTube like for about the last 9 months, so I figured better late than never. So you guys know cameraman in Chicago. Most of you guys probably already know this guy, 16Shot and Visuals. He's a young guy from the south side of Chicago, far south side, hundreds. I'm from the far north side of the city, so we're from opposite ends of the city, but obviously same city. He's been doing his cameraman thing for years now, man. I think at least 5 or 6 years. And this is a guy that I really rock with and really respect. And that's why, this situation I consider to be really unfortunate, man. So there was like really what I consider a misunderstanding between us that happened, I would say like about 3 months before I got off of YouTube. So about a year ago now. You guys know he and I, we do different type of stuff. He's basically a cameraman, and I'm, the guy that does the snitching and stuff, the blogging stuff. Now, the snitching stuff, I don't really do too much anymore. When I make videos about guys now, it's typically just general information that the police already have. Okay, and one piece of information that I personally believe the police already have on everybody is what set they're from. What gang they claim, if they claim a gang. Definitely what neighborhood they're from. They've got guys all through the jails that say this stuff. And plus, I mean, just the situation itself, police typically have enough information to find that out. So there was a story that I was doing about a year ago about an incident that had taken place in the hundreds, and the exact details of the incident I don't remember. It was too long ago, but there was a guy involved. I didn't know where the guy was from. The hundreds is an area that I've explained to you guys a bunch of times in videos that I really don't have any sources at. I know people in the hundreds, but they're not in the streets at all. When Zach TV was alive, I knew him, but again, Zach wasn't the type of person that would really give, that type of information. So I really don't have any hundred sources. To me, that's like a different city. And I've explained this a bunch of times on my channel, like that area, that and the far east side, like those letter streets over, I think there's a lot of Mexicans moving in now, like close to the border of Indiana. Those two areas, that's the total opposite end of the city from where I'm from. I'm from the far north end. That's far southeast end. I don't know nothing about that place, man. Barely know anybody from there. So when this guy popped up, I knew 16 was from the hundreds, so I hit him up and I asked him if he knew what set the guy was from, if any set, if he just gangbanged, or if he was just a neutron that got into it with somebody over some personal beef. But I just asked him like what set the guy was from. Now, personally, I didn't think that was like really a police type question, for the simple fact that, again, the police, if the guy's from someplace, they already know. And that type of thing, I see guys get asked that like in interviews all the time, public interviews. Guys speak on that in public interviews. Like I've seen guys just talk about like what set they're from, what the name of the set is, what it stands for, everything. Like I've seen guys talk about this publicly all the time. Literally most interviews I see this. So again, I didn't think that was like an out of line question to ask. Now 16, I know there's certain things that I can't come to him about. When it comes to us bloggers, that's a different lane than cameramen. Us bloggers, just to let you guys in, we share information all the time. I feel like, and a lot of the bloggers feel like we're all in this together, because if one guy gets views, that's going to make another guy's views go up too, because of the way that YouTube, suggests the videos on the right-hand side. So, when one of us do well, it makes everybody else do well. A view is not like $1 where only one guy can get it. He gets a view, that's going to make other people's views go up just because it's the same genre. So we feel like, we can, show love to somebody else by sharing information with them. They're going to return the favor when the time comes around when I need something. So that's how us bloggers get down, really, like behind the scenes, okay, in the DMs and everything. So I came to him kind of like on that same thing, what set this guy's from. And he said that he had taken it like disrespectfully, like I was looking at him to rat or something. Again, it was just a misunderstanding. I personally didn't look at it like that. He looked at it like I was kind of disrespecting him by asking him something like that. And in hindsight, I can kind of see how he would see that, or how he would look at it like that, because he and I, even though we're from the same city, like we're from different walks of life. Like in my walk of life, that's not an inappropriate thing to ask, whereas with him, that might be in his circle, like, you don't ask somebody something like that. Uh, and I guess I just wasn't thinking about that at the time. But like, for me to ask somebody something like that it's the opposite of disrespect, because that means I trust you. That means I trust you to be an accurate source, like, and know what's going on, and that you're going to be somebody who's not just going to cap and make something up, because that happens all the time. So that means, like, I actually respect you if I'm asking you something like that. But again, it was just like, we're just on different wavelengths, I guess, with those type of topics. He took it disrespectfully. I apologized to him in the DMs, but I don't think he read it. And we haven't spoken since then. And that's unfortunate, man, because that's a guy that I really respect and rock with, and wish him all the best. He was a guy that, he made it known publicly he was in the streets, but got out of that life, switched lanes, and started making, the legit money. Wasn't doing everything that, like, you see a lot of guys making the same mistakes over and over again. He talks about this in his videos, man. Like, he doesn't want to do that. Like, wants to make a change. Like, you got to respect that change, So yeah, I wish him no ill will, nothing like that. I don't know what's been going on with him since I got off YouTube, but yeah, I wish him all the best, and hopefully someday we can, squash it or whatever. But yeah, to me, it was just a misunderstanding, man. But that's why, we really haven't, like, on good terms, I guess, since that point. It definitely ain't like I, got anything against the guy. Me personally, from my end, there's nothing I got against him at all. That's how he feels, I don't know. But like, he knows. The way I look at it is, like, guys know who I am. They know how I get down. So that kind of thing coming from somebody like me is not the same as that type of question coming from somebody that's, like, in the streets or something. Like, I felt like guys aren't gonna take it personally if I ask something like that, because they know who I am. Like, like, my reputation is somebody that's kind of out of pocket and asks stuff you're not supposed to ask, that's well known. So, like, once you get that reputation, I feel like you kind of have that permission. But I guess I just stepped across the line with it, man. Your boy Winnie City Report. I'm out.